Something that I've learned being in some of these groups and communities is that everybody deals with trauma in a very different way. So there's not a cookie cutter way to recognize it. But for me personally, it was when I started to not like myself and feel detached. It was kind of like I had this hatred brewing for myself and I resented myself, and I started feeling like I was responsible for the trauma that happened to me. So that was like a major indicator and a red flag that I need to start, like A, I need help, and B, I need to start looking for help. And I think those two are very pivotal moments for anybody that, whether it's mental health or trauma or anything, for when they just don't feel like themselves anymore and they feel very alone and broken. But what has happened to you doesn't really break you. It's just like how you see it. It's the perception of it. And I didn't want to see myself like that anymore. So that was the pivoting point for me. The first thing to address is that abuse is not just physical. Growing up, I thought abuse was just physical and the rest was just normal. But I was being emotionally abused, I was being mentally abused, I was being financially abused. But my perception of abuse was just like if it's a punch to the face. And so understanding the whole spectrum of abuse can help a lot. I think when it comes to abusing yourself, for me, I can only speak about my experience, is I've used it as a way to cope with the abuse that was happening to me, because that's where my comfort zone was. And I had to recreate that comfort zone. And I still have to till this day, because there's a book called The Body Keeps the Score. It's about trauma. And so my nervous system would be so used to abuse that it would feel good to inflict pain upon myself. Like when we talk about body image, I used to purge, so I would I would throw up. I would force myself to throw up a lot. And it wasn't in a form of specifically like keeping my weight down. Initially it started off as me just trying to punish myself because I didn't feel good about myself. I felt like it was like you got this kind of high feeling off of it and it would just soothe you, and it was just toxic and unhealthy. So addressing the abuse that is happening to you can help you from abusing yourself. I wish I had that advice when I was younger. Now it's like easy to say, you know, if you're in an abusive situation, just leave, but it's very, very difficult. And whether it's family or a relationship, there are so many layers, and I'm lucky to be able to say that I've gotten out of these situations and I have my peace of mind now, but it took years. It took years to be in this space, and a lot of strength and resilience and a lot of support from my village. And a lot of people don't have that. They're not fortunate enough to have that. So always, reaching out for help, like whether it's a family doctor even to talk to. I know that's how it started with me. It didn't feel right. I didn't like what was happening to me. I was unsure, but I knew deep down inside, like, I don't deserve to be treated like this. So I spoke with my family doctor. Which then led me to speaking to a psychiatrist and a counselor. And I got to a point where I was suicidal, and mid-session, my counselor had, I believe I was 18, just got a cab, rushed me to the ER, and I got help right away from there. I got into a day treatment program for 5 weeks at the hospital where they taught me life skills. They helped me understand my diagnosis of bipolar. They got me on medication. They helped me set goals and learn about time management. And, I finally got the help that I needed then. Have I fallen off after that? Obviously, like I'm 28 now. It's been 10 years, and I've actually did the day treatment program last summer again. So, it's not just about asking for help once, it's about asking for it every time you need it and knowing that there is support out there for you.